Welcome back. Citizen wants security delayed could affect the December election. Hello everyone, welcome back to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest update across South Sudan and beyond. Before we proceed, please, I would like you to help the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Now we turn our attention to another important issue that was raised during the same meeting. This issue is security. While political leaders continue discussing election, security experts monitoring the peace agreement are warning that many important security tasks have not yet been completed. According to the ceasefire and transitional security arrangement, monitoring and verification mechanism, also known as CDSAM, delayed in implementing the security chapter of the 2018 peace agreement could create serious challenges as the country moves closer to election days. Well, let's take a closer look. Before discussing the latest report, it is helpful to understand what CDSAM does. CDSAM is an independent body established under the 2018 Reply Peace Agreement when President Salva Kiir Mayardit and Dr. Riek Machar, the first Vice President and Commander-in-Chief of the SPLA-IO, signed that peace agreement in Khartoum. CDSAM remains its main responsibility is to monitor the permanent ceasefire and verify whether the different parties are following the security commitment they agreed to. Its team investigate report of violence, visit affected areas whenever possible, verify information from different sources, and prepare report for peace partners and political leaders. The organization does not command military forces. Instead, CDSAM observe events on the ground and report what it finds. This makes its report important because they provide an independent assessment of the security situation across the country. During the RJMEC meeting in Juba, CDSAM representative Gilbert Ozoa presented the organization's latest assessment. According to him, South Sudan has made progress in maintaining the ceasefire in many areas. Compared with the year of active conflict, the country has experienced a reduction in large-scale fighting. This is an important achievement that should not be overlooked. However, CDSAM say this progress tells only part of the story. Many of the security reforms promised under the peace agreement have still not been completed. The organization described the implementation of the Chapter 2 of the peace agreement as only partially completed. Chapter 2 is one of the most important sections because it focuses on security arrangement. Without effective security institutions, organizing peaceful elections becomes much more difficult. So, the question is, why security matter before elections? Many viewers may ask why security reforms are discussed so often whenever elections are mentioned. The answer is simple. During election, people need to feel safe. Citizens must be able to travel to polling stations without fear. Election officials need to transport voting material safely. Political parties should be able to campaign peacefully. Observers should be able to monitor the voting process. If communities experience violence or insecurity, this activity becomes much harder. This is why many peace agreements around the world place security reform among their highest priorities before national elections take place. A stable security environment helps build public confidence. People are generally more willing to participate in elections when they believe their safety will be protected. Although the ceasefire has reduced major fighting, citizens say violence has not completely disappeared. According to the report, several areas continue to experience security incidents. These include part of Jonglei State, Upper Nile State, Central Equatoria State, and Eastern Equatoria State. The organization say different forms of violence continue affecting communities. Some incidents involve clashes between army groups, others involved local conflict between communities. Cattle-related disputes also continue to contribute to insecurity in some areas. Citizens say there are also army groups operating outside formal military command structure. This group can create uncertainty because they are not always part of official security arrangement. As a result, some communities continue facing security challenges despite the existence of the peace agreement. One important point raised during the presentation deserves careful attention. Citizens explained that there is sometimes a difference between what is agreed on paper and what people experience in their daily life. In other words, leaders may agree to maintain a ceasefire at the national level. However, local communities may still experience violence caused by other factors. This may include community dispute, criminal activity, or conflict involving army groups operating outside official command. For ordinary citizens, daily security often matters more than political agreement. If families cannot travel safely, farm their land, take children to school, or move freely between communities, they may still feel insecure even when national leaders are committed to peace. This is one reason why citizens continues encouraging stronger implementation of local security measures. Monitoring security across country as large as South Sudan is not an easy task. So let's look at the work of the citizen monitors. Citizen team operate from several locations including Juba, Malakal, and Wau. From these bases, monitor carried out patrol, verification, mission, and investigation whenever report of violation are received. Their work often require traveling long distances under difficult conditions. Road may become impassable during the rainy season. Flooding can isolate communities. Poor infrastructure can delay travel. Security risks sometimes prevent immediate access to certain areas. Despite these challenges, the monitoring team continue gathering information to help provide an accurate picture of conditions across the country. Their reports are shared with peace implementation, institutions, and regional partners. According to citizen report of ceasefire, violations continue to be received. These include localized army confrontation, unauthorized movement of military forces, and other incidents that raise concern about compliance with the peace agreement. The organization also mentioned concern about the continued use of some civilian facility by members of the security forces. Such institutions can create difficulties for local communities that depend on these facilities for education, healthcare, or other public services. Citizens say although some incidents remain localized, repeated violations can reduce confidence in the peace process if they are not addressed quickly. For peace to remain strong, agreement need to be respected consistently across the country. One of the biggest issues discussed the meeting involved the necessary unified forces. Under the peace agreement, personnel from different army groups are expected to undergo training and eventually serve together under unified national institution. The purpose of this process is to build professionals, national security forces that represent the country as a whole rather than separate political group. According to citizens, information received in 2024 indicate that approximately 8,000 members of the necessary unified force had been deployed in 8 battalions. However, the organization reported that its monitors have not been able to verify the location of those battalions. Because verification remained incomplete, CDSAM said more clarity is needed regarding their deployment. The organization believes transparency is important because successful implementation depends not only on announcement but also on confirmed progress on the ground. CDSAM also discussed other branches of the country's security institution. According to the report, graduates from the Police Service, National Security Service, Prison Service, Wildlife Service, and Civil Defense Service have completed training but have not yet been fully deployed. This means that many trained personnel are still waiting for the next stage of implementation. The organization also noted that some security personnel continue operating under existing command arrangement instead of a fully unified command structure. CDSAM believe completing this remain a step would strengthen implementation of the peace agreement. Well, many viewers may wonder why these security reforms have taken so long. According to CDSAM, several factors have contributed to the delay. One major challenge is funding. Implementing nationwide security reform requires significant financial resources. Training centers need food, clean water, medicine, transportation, accommodation, equipment, and administrative support. When funding arrives late or remains insufficient, implementation naturally slows down. Political disagreements have also contributed to delay. Building unified national institutions require cooperation among different political parties. Whenever disagreement arises, decision-making may take longer than expected. In addition, South Sudan continues facing logistical challenges. Long travel distance, seasonal flooding, poor road conditions, and insecurity make it difficult to move personnel and equipment quickly. These practical challenges affect the speed of the implementation. CDSAM also explained that monitoring violation can be difficult. Some incidents occur in remote areas or in remote locations that are difficult to reach. Others are reported several months after they happened. When investigations are delayed, collecting evidence becomes more challenging. Witnesses may relocate, physical evidence may disappear, road conditions may prevent quick access. Despite these obstacles, monitors continue investigating reports whenever possible. Their goal is to provide accurate information that helps strengthen peace implementation. Well, at the end of this, CDSAM outlined several recommendations. The organization encouraged all parties to maintain their commitment to the permanent ceasefire. It's also called for faster implementation of Chapter 2 of the peace agreement. According to the report, priority should be given to deploying the necessary unified forces and providing adequate funding for security institutions responsible for implementing the agreement. CDSAM also emphasized the importance of allowing monitors to move freely so they can investigate incidents without unnecessary restriction. The organization believes these steps would strengthen confidence in the peace process and help create a more secure environment as the country approaches election. Well, before we proceed, if you are new to Changfied YouTube channel, I would like you to be channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Thank you for watching. Let's meet on the next video.